What's up, family? I'm Real Mike Rob. Make sure you tuning in to the 3-Point Conversion Radio. They got all of it, and they keep it funky. Let's get it.
Hey, this is Campbell.
Hey, it's Chuck the Iceman Liddell.
This is Emmett Smith, and you're listening to 3-Point Conversion.
What up? It's your man, Mr. Controversy. Did you miss me? We are back live inside the 3-Point Conversion Sports Lounge, and I got my guy to my right, Mace. What up, dog?
Let's do it, baby. Let's do it.
How you feeling, man?
Man, listen, outside of technology and gremlins and all that stuff, it's good, man. It's good, man. I'm glad everything is working now, but yeah, it's good.
I'm with you, dog. I was having problems over here myself, dog. How was your holiday, man?
Glad it's gone, dog. Glad it's gone.
Why you say that?
I mean, because especially Thanksgiving, man. Stressful, dog. Stressful. So many options and a lot of the stuff you want to eat, but you can't eat. And then, you be telling yourself, oh, hey, I'm sticking to my this, and this. And then here come the cake, the pie. Just area like, come on, man. Come and go, holiday. Come and go. Right. But no, it was good, man. Always good when you with family, dude. So, yeah. Always a good thing, dog.
So it's funny you say that because I'm the same way, dog. I got to do a detox, major detox, because bro, I done ate some up. Then, like you said, you eat bad Thanksgiving. I'm like, the day after, you got to eat the leftovers. You're gonna do that. Then after that, it's like, well, I might as well just continue the weekend. After that, you mad at yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Then let me tell you what happened though. So of course, everything that went on with the Bears and everything. So you already know how I was feeling about that. But I'm actually I'm watching the game. I think when they got the interception and they started to come back, bro, all I did was lift my leg up. I didn't jump up. I'm like, yes. And I just, kind of lift my leg up like, see that? Bro, came down, heard a pop, dog, right on my calf muscle. I'm like, oh, here we go. Couldn't walk. Immediately called Dr. Fowler, and Doc can't be here tonight, man. He got last minute. He had a dinner to be at, so he can't be there. But Doc called Doc. Hey, Doc, I need some help, bro. What do I need to do? So Doc gave me the diagnosis, said, man, you probably strained your, because I told him everything that happened. You strained your calf muscle or possibly a partially torn calf muscle.
Damn.
So I'm limping around all day Thursday, dog. All the whole weekend, whatever. So it's like, that's how it was, man. So I feel you when you said can't wait for it to be over with, man.
Yeah, man, that's tough right there, dog. Sustain an injury on the holiday, on the day. Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, bro. But It's all good, man. We back inside the 3-Point Conversion Sports Lounge, and we got a great show for y'all, man. We we got to talk about what's hot, man. It's the playoff rankings came out, bro, and that's whew, everybody's talking about that, bro. Yeah, we we got to talk about that. Also, we got the championship games lined up for Saturday, so we want to get into that, what we think about that, and who's gonna lose or so on or whatever. And then, man, we got to talk about those Atlanta Falcons, dog. Bruh, after the game, I'll just say this. I didn't go, but I talked to my media people. They called me after the game. Kirk Cousins, he was defeated, dog. They said he was defeated. So yeah, he was shattered, but he'll be back. He a pro. He's been through this. So we got to talk about the Falcons.
Oh yeah.
And I also want to talk about not even just the Falcons, but you got a lot of teams that got good records right now that's looking good. But you got the teams like, dog, they really not that good, dog. They're not as good as their record. Yeah. So I want to ask you, and I'm going to partake myself, what teams do we see where we like, yo, they're really that good? They're faking it, or nah, this ain't going to make it. We're going to talk about that, man. And then we got to talk about the hometown Atlanta Hawks, man. Did you see this coming?
No. But I'm glad it's here. It's here.
Yeah.
Definitely didn't see it coming.
Yeah, I didn't see it coming either, dog. And just for the simple fact, like you said, it's here. We're going to talk about trade, all of this, man. And then, man, what about the Milwaukee Bucks? Are they you think they figured it out? We'll get into that. We're going to get into that. And then we got to talk about, before we leave the show, we got to do picks and everything, but we got to talk about last time we was here, we talked about our favorite player that wasn't a star. Let's talk about that one player that you hated throughout his whole career. You didn't really get to enjoy his career until after he retired. Then you look back, you were like, this dude was we got to talk about that, dog. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to talk about that, man. And then we got quick hits. Stop it. Hey, we might even do a What's on My Mind, man, segment. But, hey, we are live on the 3-Point Conversion Facebook page. We're also on the 3-Point Conversion YouTube channel. Also, we should be on the 3pointconversion.com as well, stream live. So, hey, man, let's get to these quick hits.
Let's go.
First off, Deontay Johnson, man. The Baltimore Ravens suspended Deontay Johnson for 1 game for refusing to go into the game and play because he's disgruntled and he's mad. Make sure a wide receiver. I'm gonna let you get the first dibs at that, bro. What your thoughts on this?
You can't be surprised. You can't be surprised by anything wide receivers do when you're not involved. And probably a lot of it stems from practice, game plan, and you like, okay, it look like I'm in the game plan, or maybe I'm not in the game plan. Why am I here? Why did they bring me into the fold? Why did this offense look the way it looked? Oh, y'all, nah. I'm straight, coach. Keep letting Bateman, let Zay Flowers, excuse me, let all them play. I'm straight. And then, to go in the post game, and again, media gonna seek you out. People start doing the math. They're like, well, man, about this guy here. But if everybody has followed this guy's career for the most part, he's sort of on the malcontent side. And when you with an organization like Baltimore, kind of a no nonsense. We have a standard. We're a team first team. Of course, that we have a pecking order. And guys, a lot of times guys think they overvalue themselves, especially the wide receiver position. And when no touches, no plays, and now you're probably sending me in on a running play. Nah, coach. Amen. Yeah, coach. Yeah. Keep them out there, coach. Coach. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that same energy, coach, right here. So, Not surprised, dude. Not surprised, but I can't stress this enough. Wide receiver, one of the most selfish positions on the team. And most wide receivers, especially guys who are accustomed to touching the football, when they're not in the game planned out, they're gonna check out. They're gonna check out on you fast.
Right, right. And you talked about this at on Radio Road numerous times on here, on the show, on your shows. What you do with, the Crush and all, man, with Melvin Peaks. You talked about it, dog. Hey, I need what you say. I need the ball the first.
No, come on, man.
6-7 plays.
I need to know.
Right.
You're thinking about me. I need to know.
Throw it my way. Right.
Because if not, dog, I'm gonna be disrupted. I'm gonna miss a block. I'm gonna get a running back hurt. That receiver screen. I'm gonna fall. Yeah, dog. I'm good on that, coach.
And see, the funny thing is, I understand it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say, yo, he need to be a team player. I get it. I get the frustration. I just feel like, I mean, of course, yes, he needs to be a team player, but I feel like at this point, either this is what I've seen, and this is what I would do if I was the coach. This is when you have that, and we did this, I did, and I ain't coach NFL or nothing like that, but we used to do flag football league. They was serious though. We play against real former NFL players in this league. You know what I'm saying? Like Pac-Man was in his league. I mean, it was a lot of TO even came out, and it was like serious. You win money and all that. So we was in this flag football, and what we did was we had somebody. Like either I was the person because I was assistant coach, or we assigned somebody. Go talk to him, dog. So we're seeing somebody else to talk. Hey, dog, look, man, I know he tripping, but this and that, blase blind, whatever. We did that purposely. That way he might, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You gotta have somebody to do that for him, dog, just in case this happens, because you understand why he tripping. I get it.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
I get it. So, like I said, it's So I'm not tripping on him per se, but like I said, I think they should have had somebody talking to him, whatever. I mean,
he has to really look in the mirror, and he has to really understand, dude. I mean, look who I play for.
Right.
Like, dog. I mean, it is a true pecking order, like, dog. And it probably need to be Lamar. I mean, Lamar, like, look it up, dog. This is how we roll. You kind of just getting here, you know what I'm saying? We need you more down the street, because this is when your quarterback, as a quarterback, you got to be a politician.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got to be like, hey, next week is this. And you have to understand that, okay, I know how he is. Or like, I know Zay Flowers going to get the majority of the targets. But again, let me satisfy this guy. Throw him a deep ball. Let me throw him out. Let me get him in the mix early. Now, being a quarterback is being a politician.
Mm-hmm.
And it's part politician, but it's part psychiatrist, psychologist, because you gotta know your guys. You might have a guy who, hey, he just happy to be out there.
Right, right.
This guy, I mean, his body language gonna be like, it's gonna be a smirk. It's gonna be legs crossed, gonna be arms folded. Right. So I know, okay, he get antsy. Let me take care of him. So I mean, but it's the NFL, Deontay.
NFL, dog. So yeah,
NFL, dog. Like Baltimore, the train gonna roll with it without you. So he got to understand that part of it too. But I ain't giving him no game check. Now that I do know, he finna give up game check.
No, he understand it, and they did it right. They did it right. So moving on. All right. Signing day, everything's big and everybody's talking about it. So Oregon came up big. They flipped the number one defender, ranked defender. I think he's of course 5-star cornerback Naeem Alford. I think I'm saying his name correctly, but they flipped him from, he was supposed to go to, who was it?
Ohio State.
Who?
I think it was Ohio State.
Ohio State. I'm sorry. Yeah. Ohio State. And he flipped and then Ohio State had him since last February. They was,
Yeah.
and then he just flipped it in the wee hours in the beginning when it started. You know, when you see that, what up, Antoine? When you see that, and you hear about that, like, of course, the players should be able to do anything they want. They can make that decision. I get they should be able to, but at the same time, from a coach's, you've been a coach perspective, and you know, just not the organization, but the program. Is this something they could have in place for this? Where, all right, maybe you don't. If you commit, you commit, or maybe it's a window or something like that. Do you agree with that, or it should be just leave it like it is?
I mean, this is recruiting, and it is doubly crazy now because from a player's perspective, from a coach's perspective, you offer, you know, these schools offer, even though they can only sign 25 kids, these schools offer like 300, 350 kids.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all like a pecking order. Is my offer to you, is it committable, or is it just, you know, it look pretty for Twitter? You know, I'm always, when I advise parents, when they tell me they got an offer, I say, hey, ask if it's committable. If it's committable, the school is they standing with you. If not, it's just, hey, look, we're recruiting 6 DBs. You're like number 8. If 1, 2, 3 fall out, you know, you move up the list. It's that type of thing. From the players, I mean, today, players got all the leverage, especially 5-star kids. They got all the leverage. A lot of these kids have been committed to said school, and then you have the flip. A lot of time the flip just comes to, hey, this is what I had on the table. Hey, can you match what this school is offering? In the case of Oregon, I challenge anybody who's a football enthusiast, take a trip to Austin.
Right.
Go see the campus. Go see everything that Oregon has to offer, and then understand Phil Knight has basically said it's unlimited NIL at Oregon. Who can write a bigger check?
Who can write? Yeah, for real.
Who
then,
can?
then,
I
you know,
mean,
then you know you're gonna be fresh too. So, right.
I mean, they got all the gear, dog. So I mean, it's like, dude, their campus is amazing. I tell anybody this. Once you see it, I'm always shocked that kids be like, oh, nah, I ain't coming here. Nah, I ain't coming here. It's, bruh, anything you dream of is 20 times better. It's the home of Nike.
Home of Nike, dog.
Like, nobody's gonna roll it out like they roll it out. Now, they got over 1,000 uniform combinations. And yeah, that don't matter 3, 4, 5 years from now. But in the moment, an 18-year-old kid, bro, you be hard pressed to find a better program.
I agree, dog. I agree.
Oh, I mean,
I definitely agree, man. And then, last but not least, so of course we saw the big hit on Trevor Lawrence, and Trevor Lawrence right now he's been put on IR.
They're done.
So,
done for the season.
Yeah, done for the season. And I almost wondered, well, I mean, I think that was smart too, just in case, like, we ain't gonna take no chances for the rest of the season, get him hurt. You know what I'm saying?
We done paid him crazy money.
But linebacker, you know, Aziz Al-Shaair, he got suspended for 3 games for that, right?
Yeah.
He challenged it. He appealed it, and it got upheld.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna lie, mates. We talked. Remember, I called you about it.
Yeah.
Now, after gathering my information, 3 games. But I agree that he should be suspended because it's not his first offense. He's had 5 or 6 offenses, you know, 2 this year already. 2 before that.
It's the only reason he got hammered.
So I get it, but people just hearing people talk, yeah, he should have got suspended with that hit. But the hit wasn't even that bad. I mean, it was the repercussion. And what I mean, the hit wasn't that bad as far as it didn't look what he did. You see that almost every game.
Right.
And what happened? They get flagged for it, right?
Right.
Only thing is when he hit, and he even go to his, it was high, but it hit him in the head. It didn't hit him. He didn't hit Trevor in his head, but the way Trevor got hit and he bounced back, that made it look worse. Yeah. But the hit wasn't, I guarantee if it wasn't for all them other fines, he wouldn't have got suspended.
No. Repeat offender, the NFL is in a tough spot. Concussion lawsuits, settlements, like so many former players now the NFL had to cut a gigantic check. CTE is going to continue to be relevant. I mean, the only thing I said about the hit is that once the quarterback, and that's why the rule in place, once the quarterback starts the art of the slide, he's giving himself up.
Right.
And you as a linebacker, you as a defensive player, you as a guy who has been through this a couple of times, and it's affected your pockets, you got to jump over him. You got to find a way to avoid him. And it's optics. Everything is always optics. Trevor kind of, he kind of did the tour a little bit. His body kind of, that little reflex that it did. And I mean, you're talking about one of the guys who's one of the faces of the league, and you just gave this man $60 million.
Yeah.
It's all optics.
It was just all right. It was just
all optics. If this had been a rookie corner, one of the safeties who doesn't have a history of this, fine, he would have been playing this week.
If it was Anthony Richardson or Drake May or somebody like that, or he would have been fine, too. It wouldn't have been, but like you said, it looked bad because it wasn't like he hit him late, but it wasn't like he just gave himself up and dude just came when he was on the ground. No, it's a bang. He already committed. And you hear defenders talk about that all the time. It's hard to stop once you commit. Some people could do it, but sometimes it's hard. He did a late slide. Trevor did nothing wrong. No. Trevor did nothing wrong, but he was right there soon. And it's easy to judge when you see it slow motion or a picture. Or he was late. You could say that, dog, because he was bang bang. It was just
and no, Trevor is a runner. Like Trevor is not a little dude. So no, what am I supposed to do out there when I'm out here? Like y'all, Trevor is 6'6", like 235, 240. He's not a little guy.
No, he's not.
So no. He's not in the pocket. They ran a zone run, like he's a runner now. He's running.
Yeah.
So it's that thing where I was talking about. Just put a flag on the quarterbacks, man. I mean, if I can't hit him at all, Jesus, listen. I feel bad for defensive players because it's like can't hit him low. Can't hit him here. Where do I hit these guys?
Well, you know what? I'm glad you say that because I get it. Protect your quarterback. I get it. Because what's up? Because they have to let that go when quarterback slides so late. Defensive players are taught to play fast and tough. Right. Yeah. Trying to throttle down on plays like that is damn near impossible.
It's hard.
I get it.
Dog, these are two big physical human beings. Now, when your car, if you're driving your car at 60 miles an hour and a squirrel, just something jump out in front of your car, dog, you can't just, you tap the brake, your car just not going to stop.
You know what the funny thing is, Mace, and then we'll move on. But this is the funny thing about this. I wonder, I know they're not going to do it because right now the game is evolving. It's all about passing and all of that. But, right. Antoine. But I wonder, this is the thing. Can they vote that out? Because like you said, this is what I don't understand. Think about this. If the quarterback runs out, this is how afflicted the NFL is crazy. If the quarterback goes out outside the pocket,
Yeah.
he runs outside the pocket. Now, if a player come and tackle him high or hit him low, whatever, it's fair game, right? They won't call a flag.
Supposed to be. He's only protected in the pocket.
In the pocket, right. So that's how they do, right? But when he runs outside the pocket, runs onto the field, why does he get to slide and give himself up like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, because you don't see. I mean, you'll probably be kicked off the team, but you don't see running backs or wide receivers slide. What you see them do, they just dive down or whatever. But I don't like that. Okay, if you slide, you good. I don't like that. And granted, this is why people talk about the quarterback put flags on them. Because to me, I was just thinking this weekend. I think the quarterback are probably the. I think they're the most. They're the toughest players that play on the field. Everybody else make them weak. The NFL, the referees. But think about it. Any other player, usually when they're running, for the most part, they get the brace for a hit. You know, I can stiff form or whatever. As a quarterback, you paying attention to throw. You don't know what's coming. They coming at your legs. They hitting you from, you know what I'm saying? And they get right back up. As next play. You know what I'm saying? So they are tough, but it's the referees, the NFL, the owners that make them look like wusses.
Yeah, but it's also this, and it's been going on since high school. You know, this live, don't hit the quarterback. You give me a red jersey.
Yep.
I used to get in trouble for this all the time because I knew I couldn't get hit when I was at quarterback. So I would do little silly stuff. You know, we run a bootleg. I run outside the pocket. I know you can't hit me. So, you know, I know they got to touch me. So I get to the defender. I might, quick stiff arm or a fake drop of shoulder.
Right.
But we've always put the quarterback in a box.
Mm-hmm.
I can't admit now. This live, don't hit the quarterback. Or like say we working on option. If I come down the line, I don't pitch the ball. As soon as I turn up, everybody blowing the whistle.
Mm-hmm.
Play dead.
Yeah, that's
play dead. But so we've always done the quarterback like this. So I mean, it's every level: little league, high school, college. I mean, it's the reason they got their red jersey on every day for a reason. That means stop. Don't hit him. Don't hit him. So
don't hit him.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
All right, man. Well, that wraps up quick hits, man. And I want to dive into this. My guy Antoine, I know you said you're not college, but you got to hear this, dog, because there's gonna be some good stuff. Playoff rankings came out this week. Came out last night, as a matter of fact. So, and this is, I'm going to read off. I'll read off what? Should I read off the first? I'll do the 15. I'll do the 15 teams, right? Okay. So Oregon at number 1, right? 12-0. Texas 11-1, number 2. Penn State 11-1, they're number 3. Notre Dame is 11-1, they number 4. Georgia number 5 at 10-2. Ohio State 6, 10-2. Tennessee 10-2 at number 7. SMU is 11-1 at number 8. Indiana is 11-1 at number 9. Boise State is 11-1 and they're at number 10. Alabama is ranked number 11 and they're 9-3. Miami is ranked number 12, 10-2. Then you have Ole Miss at 13 and 9-3. South Carolina at 14, 9-3. And Arizona State, which is probably going to get in if they win, at 15 at 10-2. And with the Iowa State at 16 and 10-2. All right. Already, because why Bama shouldn't give in. Okay. So we'll start with the obvious. Mace, and I give you full credit, Mace. Maybe 4 or 5 weeks ago, I asked Mace about this. I said, Mace, what do you think? Because remember, I was asking, would you rather not play in the SEC championship at this point because it'll help you get in?
Yeah.
You know, and you was like, nah, I don't agree. Whatever you like, because they're gonna let. You said they're gonna let about 4 or 5. I'm like, you think they're gonna? And when you was like, even if they're gonna let Tennessee, talk about Tennessee, Georgia, and you said we know Texas, and I forgot who's the other the SEC team is in
At the
there.
time, it was Ole Miss.
At the time it was Ole Miss.
At the time, it was
So,
Ole Miss.
You said they not gonna maybe want to be out, but they're gonna keep.
Yeah.
So when you see Alabama at 9-3, you were right. But do you think, what up, Marlon? Do you think that just from your perspective, there's no way they should be in? Or should they be in? I ain't gonna say no way.
So, and me and Marlon laugh about this all the time. You're always going to be hard pressed to leave a big brand out.
Right.
Because, I mean, I went on this rant last year. I'm going this rant again this year. This is a TV show. We always got to remember this is a TV show. And when I'm thinking about schools outside of the South, when I'm trying to tap the California market, when I'm trying to tap this market over here, when I'm trying to tap these markets, what is it that they understand? They understand the brand. So, and when we were going back and forth about the bubble teams, when they released the 12 or whatever they did, they put those bubble teams all together, and they put Alabama at the top of the bubble team.
Right.
They put them there because if you look at resume, so we start talking about the resume. So this is what eliminates Ole Miss. Ole Miss has a terrible loss. They're probably the worst loss to Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
Kentucky only won one Power 4 football team game this season.
Right.
Ole Miss. Terrible loss. You got to go.
Mm-hmm.
When you go back and start looking at it, so because you have to put this team against this team against that team. When you go back and look at Alabama, the Georgia win is a huge win. When they beat Georgia, I mean, but they both teams were ranked high. They had to hold on to beat Georgia. But if you look at all those other teams, even though Ole Miss did beat Georgia too, the Kentucky loss just continues to kill them.
Right.
Okay, look at Miami, who's a bubble team. Miami is sitting at 10-2. The ACC, out of all four power, the four power conferences, the ACC is probably considered the weakest of the four.
Right.
If you look at Miami's loss, they lost 2 out of 3 down the stretch.
Mm-hmm.
They lost to Georgia Tech, and then they go to Syracuse and get hammered. If you just look at the totality of Miami's season in the ACC, and I think a lot of it, I think we got more caught up in Cam. But if you really look at their schedule, you look at when they beat Florida. Florida was ready to fire their coach at the time, early in the season. If they were to play Florida today, Florida would beat Miami. Probably. Neutral site, whatever. Those 2 losses, 2 out of 3 losses, just ugly. And again, you look at strength of schedule because that's a factor. Miami is like 55th, around 55th, 60 strength of schedule. Alabama has the 17th ranked schedule in the country. Mm-hmm. That matters. Now, the biggest point. Who do you want to see on TV come these playoffs? Do you want to see Jalen Milroe or you want to see Jackson Dart? You probably want to see Jalen Milroe. You can name more players at Alabama than you can name at Ole Miss, at Miami, all those teams. So when you ask how ugly is the Bama loss to Oklahoma, think about this, and here we go. We talk about and all this. A lot of this y'all fault too, because everybody. What does everybody say every week? Nobody play football better than people in the SEC. SEC. So a lot of this is y'all fault because y'all done built in this SEC bias where they just beat up on each other. Put this team in, and here we go. If Miami plays in SEC, what would be their record? They wouldn't be 10-2.
Right.
We've all helped build this thing about how the SEC is so superior.
Mm-hmm.
When it's really not.
Yeah.
But this is why you hear me say this all the time, Raphael. This is why y'all got to cut off the TV. This is why y'all got to stop listening to these people who are put in place to put that in y'all head, and then y'all repeat it. Y'all repost it. See, y'all won't repost y'all partners who telling y'all the truth, but you'll repost Feinbaum and Stephen A, who don't know nothing about football and not understanding. I keep telling y'all this. All those people on TV, that's a script. They're getting fed information to feed y'all, and y'all buy it. But y'all won't even listen to your partners who've been telling y'all the truth from day one. So a lot of this y'all fault.
So this
I ain't
is
gonna
what
hold you though. I ain't gonna hold you.
this is what the committee said, right? So they had a meeting last night, whatever. So this is what they said. So he said, I got a transcript. Said, we talked about it like you laid it out. It's something we evaluate, both the wins, the losses, how the team plays, where they're playing, all these things go into consideration as we're debating and discussing these teams. Look at both of them. They're very good. And I understand Alabama. The committee ranked Alabama one ahead of Miami, but it doesn't diminish how we see Miami. Even with the last three weeks, they have 2 losses. We still think Miami is a very strong team. He said, obviously, Mississippi is going to be ahead of South Carolina. Okay, then he went on to that. So I'm not buying all that because it sounds good. It sounds good, because agree. Yeah, but here's the thing, Mace.
Cause I say this every year. I say, no, take Georgia, Alabama out of it. What do you have? Get out of here.
But look, and that's why I say I agree. But because, as Marlon said, the Oklahoma loss was ugly. Vanderbilt stepped up this year, but still, that was ugly.
But what conference are those 2 schools in?
SEC.
SEC. And it's on the road. Oh my God, it's so tough to play in the SEC on the road. See, y'all done help them build all that up, and now y'all mad. It's y'all fault.
So let me ask you this. So take Alabama away. Is there a team you would say, and chat, y'all could chime in on this as well. Is there a team, yeah, you're right, Marlon, but is there a team that you would say should be in there? And whether it's Alabama, whoever, what team would you take out and what team would you put in? The last 2 or 3? Is there a team that you say, okay, this team should be in there?
Nah, and I only say that because the way this thing, so you know this, and me and you talked about this. I didn't want 12. I think 12 too many. Right, it was hard to pick 4.
Right.
Now we should have went from 4 to 8. They gave you 12 to appease all of y'all. This all y'all fault. And now y'all gonna be mad about the 12, and now y'all gonna want 16 which we gonna get in 2 years when this new TV deal up. When they get the new TV deal, we're gonna go to 16.
So Marlon say you give South Carolina a shot. They're probably the hottest team in the conference.
But here we go again. On a Saturday night at 7:30. Do you want to watch? Do you truly want to watch the South Carolina Gamecocks? No, you don't. You don't. It's the reason South Carolina play a lot of their games at high noon and 4 o'clock, and they not in that TV, that the big time TV slot unless they playing Georgia or Alabama. This all y'all fault, man. Like, don't be mad at us.
Hey, this is what I say though. This is what I've been saying. What it's going to take is, I said it when they first introduced us 2 years ago. What it's going to take is, it's going to take a team like, even though they're ranked high, down low or high, if you want to say it, they're 7 and up, but it's going to take a Boise State, a SMU, even Indiana, a team like, matter of fact, if Arizona State gets in,
they're going to get in. They're going to get in.
When they win, they're going to get in. So Arizona State, it takes Arizona State to beat a big time team, a big name school, for everybody to say, because like you said, for the most part, everybody want to watch the teams we know, the big teams, the big games. That's why it makes it. We've been complaining about this when it was only 4 teams. It should be more teams. Notre Dame should have got in there, or Michigan should have got in, or whatever, right? So now we got 12. So everybody wants to see the big name schools. But it's going to take a team like Indiana, a team like SMU or Boise State, a not known football team that's big. I mean, SMU big, but for the most part, they're not, for the newer viewers, to upset someone to where you say, you know what? This is kind of cool. It's kind of dope to see a team upset another team. Then you're going to see people's temperament change where, okay, now we want to see more of the what do you call it? The lower ranked schools to get in. This, because of it. But right now, like you said,
the group of 5 schools, the non-power
because right now, what's going to sell is Alabama, Miami, because you got a fan base. But until we start seeing upsets, it's going to take a few years. Then you're going to see a crowd for before the season. Hey, we need more. Because they want to see everybody love the upset, dog. Everybody love the upset. But until that starts selling, it's not going to happen. It won't happen.
Think about this. Potentially, first round game, Indiana is going to have to travel to Georgia in the first round. Mm-hmm. Do y'all really think Indiana gonna give Georgia a fight? No, you don't. You don't. Mm-hmm. Because we saw what happened when Indiana went to Ohio State and they got slapped. See, football is not like basketball. It's not like March Madness where, 5 juniors and seniors are gonna beat 5 talented freshmen.
Right.
Think about this. You and I sat in that press conference where Kansas State and Sister Jean School.
I know you're talking about though.
We were at that Sweet 16.
Yeah.
Kentucky had the 5 freshmen. Every team walked out. Nobody was scared of Kentucky.
Yeah.
Nobody was scared of Kentucky because they like, bruh, they 5 talented freshmen, dog. We have juniors and seniors. Bro, we gonna bully them people. Mm-hmm. No, Indiana gonna come to Athens in 2 weeks, and Georgia gonna face slap. They're gonna front and backhand them, just like Ohio State did. Because football is truly a super physical sport.
Yeah,
biggest team gonna win. I'm just gonna lean on you.
Yeah, it's not like basketball. It's because the way you rank. I mean, to me, I always felt like with basketball, because like you said, it's 5 on 5 always on the court.
Yeah.
And yeah, y'all might be the best recruited, but on that day, 5-on-5, like you said, I don't need to lean on you. If I'm shooting jumpers, I can shoot threes. You don't have to touch me.
No.
You can now. If Indiana was one of those teams where they had mass speed and you couldn't.
No.
That's the only way that we can't stop them, but y'all can't stop. And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But for the most part, you're not going to get that with 11 guys on the field at different times. It's really 22 on 22 because you got different offense. Yeah, so it's
football is so different now. Everybody, for a quarter, for a half, but I'm gonna lean now. I'm gonna lean on you and impose my will at a certain point because it's like, dog, you don't have a dog. My O-line averages 350. Your defensive line averaging like 275.
right.
Dog, it's gonna be cold. Dog, you're gonna get tired of me leaning on you. Football is a game of will. Now, usually the biggest, strongest, fastest team win.
Yeah.
If I'm more physical than you at the point of attack, I'm gonna break your will.
Yeah.
That's football. That's what happened Saturday to Ohio State. Now, Ryan Day played a big part in it because he's sitting there like, we're gonna show them we tougher than them. You're not. You played right in the Michigan hand.
It's Ryan Day is like old boy, the coach and Water Boy. Remember every time he started getting beat, he faced him, he started disappearing and getting to the ground and try to walk away. It's in his head, dog. Same way Franklin can't beat Ohio State. It's in Ryan Day's head, dog. So okay, real quick, let's go away from that. So can we do Nosy Neighbor?
Go, let's do it.
All right, we're about to do Nosy Neighbor, y'all. Y'all know how we do Nosy Neighbor Watch, right? I got to start. My Nosy Neighbor this week is in Ohio State, the facilities. I'm being nosy. Tell you why I'm being nosy. I'm being nosy and the not owner, but the guy who runs the program,
the AD.
The ADs and all of them, because I want to know, bro, are they firing? Now, I got the cup to the door. I'm doing everything I can, dog, to listen and try to figure out. I want to know, are they gonna fire Day? Yes, Day, you in the playoffs, you high up there, but you can't beat Michigan. That's what this is all about. Michigan and Ohio State. That's what this is about, Mace. Michigan and Ohio State. So that's my Nosy Neighbor Watch, dog. I'm being super dog. I'm sitting up high on the tree, trying to look at the window, see if I see the way they moving, expressions, see if I can tell by the. I want to know, dog. Is he gone or is he there? I just got to know because
I'm gonna help you out. He ain't going nowhere. He fine. He fine.
Hey, if this is Michigan,
they're not gonna fire.
If this is Michigan, they might fire him.
Well, Harbaugh went 0-5 before he beat him.
Harbaugh went to the school though.
Yeah, but
Harbaugh had grace.
Think about this. Outside of Michigan, look at his record. He's slapping everybody except Michigan. And if we being honest, dog, he's a terrible field goal away from beating Georgia. Now they should have been Georgia.
Yeah, no, you're right.
I mean, if we're being honest, so it's good point, cuz Ryan Day is soft. They are a finesse team. He's created them as a finesse team. But when the AD sit back and relax, and that's why I always stress to y'all, you need 24-hour rule. Everybody need a 24-hour rule. Before y'all pick the device up and y'all go all call Thomas up and down your timelines, relax. Think about, let all the scenarios play out. And then, dog, Because again, if you fire him, who you gonna hire? And then I know what y'all gonna say. Heartline. Heartline just a recruiter and receiver coach, pretty boy. That's all he is.
Let me ask
How
you
Mike
this.
Vrabel. Mike Vrabel don't want to coach college.
He ain't trying to coach college.
He want to recruit.
Has Ron Day won a chip?
Nah.
I don't know, dog. I think he.
Nah. But no, he done played for 2 of them. He done played for 2 of them. Now, Ohio State, everybody, relax. Look at that schedule. He only has 1 game a year. 1 game. Michigan. Even now, he done lost to Michigan and almost beat Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
No, he will be fine, dog. He will be fine. Now, next year, now if he go and find that he can't beat them next year,
then he going. And he don't win a chip or get close to a chip.
Him and his wife gonna have to keep the realtor on speed dial because everybody know where Ron they live in Columbus. So yeah, he gonna get some.
I agree, Mark. If they lose their first round game, they're gonna be thinking about it. Because it's like, bruh, we have a high standard here. It's like Alabama. Bruh, you hadn't won a chip. We good every year. That's not good enough. Yeah. We want to win. We keep losing to Michigan.
Ralph, it's actually good enough. Because again, when you look around, all right, okay, Michigan won one last year, finally. I mean, we knock it, we at the door. Like we done damn near kicked the door. You know how somebody got that extra boat?
Mm-hmm.
You know, instead of 2 locks, they got the third lock.
They had the third one now.
You just can't get down. You just can't get down with that.
I just wonder, bro, because it's like they haven't won. They get close, but after a while, we win chips. Michigan just won 1 too. We win chips, and we can't beat them. They don't have nobody there for the most part.
And that's what made the loss so. What made the loss ugly is the fact that now they were without their quarterback. Now their best corner didn't play. You have the best wide receiver room in America, and you just wanted to run the ball because you wanted to show them that you're tough. You see, he got suckered into, hey, they keep saying we're not physical. We're going to show them we're physical. No, you're not physical, sir. You're not physical. You got Jeremiah Smith. You got Ibika, whatever his name is. You got your receiver. You got the best wide receiver room in America. Throw the ball. Man, Will Howard threw that thing about 40 times if it was me.
Right.
But, whatever.
Who's your nosy neighbor watch?
Dude, come on, man.
I'm gonna put it on you, dog.
Come on, man.
Go ahead.
I'm going back to my old home. I still got my Charlotte driver license. I'm going to the ACC championship game. Dabo. Remember everything we said about Dabo all season? Clemson sucks. The quarterback is overrated. Guess what? Clemson about to get in the college football playoff because they're going to beat SMU. They are going to beat SMU. Dabo in them orange uniforms going to get in the playoffs. And what y'all going to say now? What you going to say now? He don't like NIL. He don't like the transfer portal. None of that stuff. Clemson is about to get in the college football playoff.
Yep.
You like me now? No, they're going to beat SMU. They're going to beat SMU. And Dabo Marlon, it didn't matter. Ryan Day got suckered in the, hey, man, we not soft. We're going to run the ball. All right, see what they got you, Ryan Day. Got you scared to come out the house. But, yeah, man, shout out to Dabo, man, and them Clemson Tigers.
Dabo going to get in. They want Dabo in, too. They want.
They finna beat SMU, dog. SMU, this will be the second best team that SMU has played. They played BYU. BYU slapped them. Now, Clemson finna slap SMU. I'm sorry. They're finna slap SMU. And now Dabo finna be in the playoff. And Dabo, all y'all be like, yeah, man, Dabo don't like the portal. Dabo was like, see? See, it works. College football, as it's supposed to be, it works. I don't have to go in the transfer portal because we recruit and we develop. That's it.
Yeah, dog. So let me ask you.
But Clemson not gonna lose, Marlon. That's the problem. They're not gonna lose.
Yep, they're not gonna lose.
They're not gonna lose.
You want to let's go into our stop it, dog. Because it's gonna fit in with this. All right, you good? We good with that?
Let's go.
All right, y'all. So it's time for the most infamous, the most famous stop it segment, and I gotta go since we talking about this. My stop it. I got two. First of all, the first one that goes to Paul Millsap. Paul Millsap came out today talking about he retiring. Nigga, you ain't played since. You ain't played since the last time Trump was in the office. You talking about I'm retiring today? What kind of announcement was that?
He must need a tax break or something.
Stop it. Right. I'm like, what? Anyway, he hurting me like, let me cash his pension in now, dog. I need his money. But my second one, I couldn't believe he said, I couldn't believe that. My second one goes to Gus. Who was announced? Is it Gus Johnson?
Gus Johnson, yeah.
Gus Johnson. After the game, the Ohio State. Mace, I know you don't listen to the whatchamacallit, right? But after the he's active. Well, he was active till today. He said, wait, Marlon says stop it goes to the athletes dating Dre and having babies with. Hold on, Marlon. I got you, dog. I got you, dog. Hold on a second. I got you. Stop it. For real. So my stop it goes to Gus Johnson. This is why. Gus, after the show, Marlon know what I'm talking about. Like I said, Mace, I know you don't listen to the game. You have it on mute, whatever. After the game's over. And you know the big melee what happened. Michigan trying to Gus. Oh my God, look, this is horrible. This is what is going on. See, this is not a way a winner's supposed to act. You shouldn't act like this as a winner. This is a sore loser. Dog. And then they try to plant. Why would you try to plant the flat on it? And oh boy, the color commentator, he looking like, dog. I mean, he almost said it like, my God, dog. Baker Mayfield did the same thing when he was. This is what they do. It's a rivalry. I understand, but they almost start going at it. Like, dude, look at him. Dude, I could have sworn I heard dude say, dog, you tripping. I could have sworn I heard that. Maybe I was tripping, but I could have sworn I heard color commentator tell you was tripping. But I'm like, Gus, what you done? It's college football. Look, Mace, if it's a rivalry, you supposed to act petty after a win. On their territory, you act petty. And then if you're the team that lost at home and they acted petty, you supposed to retaliate. That's what makes it a rivalry. So Gus, you get stop it. You give him like 3 other things. Stop it. One more. Stop it. I couldn't believe that, man. I couldn't believe it, dog. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, Juan said Gus is lame. And Gus is my boy, man, but didn't have that insane Baker, right?
I can't do nothing to commentators. I'm just gonna be straight up with that. Why I don't listen to it, man. I can't do them dudes, man.
Yeah, more petty. But I couldn't believe it, dog. He sounded like Bob Costas be doing that stuff too. Like he just this is horrible. This is no way for a winner to act. They should not. They were looking like, dog, what you talking about? They rivalries. We didn't say that when Baker Mayfield, and I think the color commentator was right. Am I right, Marlon? I believe he was. The reason why I point that out, because I thought he was about to say, Gus, dog, why you acting racist, dog? Like, because he that's how I thought maybe I was tripping, dog. Again.
That's the energy he gave.
Yeah, that's what I could just see him looking like, dog, you tripping. Like Ninja, please. Like, Gus was tripping, dog. Gus was tripping. I couldn't believe it. I was like, Gus is a cool dude, man. I didn't met and talk to Gus. He's straight. I could not believe that, dog. Gus, how much they playing you, dog? Joe Clatt, right? It was Joe Clatt. Joe Clatt was like, you tripping. You tripping, dog. Anyway, that's my stop it. Go ahead, Mace. I just couldn't believe it.
Dude, I'm gonna stay with the melee. A big stop it to the officers who start spraying mace. Like,
right?
Is it 1940 or 50 or something? I mean,
right.
What is going on? You got a taser, you got a pistol. You got an acetone. You got to spray mace. Like, these are kids out. These are 18 to 22-year-old kids out here.
Dog.
What are we doing?
what are we doing? Let me get him.
What are we doing? Like,
stop it.
Whoever, state security, whoever, they should have checked everybody mace. And if your thing had been triggered,
you fired.
You're not working no more games, dog.
Yeah, no more games, right? Yeah.
Why are you letting off mace out here, man?
The kids, dog.
Dog, what are you doing? Like, dog.
Look, they got helmets, they got pads. Like, what are you doing?
Bruh, whoever did that, those are the biggest losers. See, that's why people pick on security, police officers, whatever, because clearly they got beat up as kids. And, you know, they got scared in that melee. Oh, man, let me let out the pepper spray. Like, dog,
Right.
What are we doing, dog?
Yeah, Jason Avant snatched the flag. Yep.
Yeah, man. Shout out to my little nephew, man, Miles Lockhart. Now, Miles, my dude, Miles Lockhart, he's a freshman at Ohio State. He's not touching the field, but it was a home game, so he dressed. I'm looking at TikTok. I see Miles get in the melee with the flag. I say, I called David Lockhart. I say, David, do you see nephew? He said, man, I already cussed him out. It's one thing that, you know, protect the house respect. Miles, why you in that, dog? You ain't played that nail down. Get out of here, Miles.
Hey, you know what?
Give my nephew a stop it.
Yeah,
Miles Lockhart,
stop it. Hey, but you know what? Miles probably did it because that was his way of showing, like, yo, I'm earning strikes. They probably was like, all right, dog. You know what? He probably did it on reputation, dog. Cause little nephew probably did it. He probably did it on a reputation. Like, let me show that I'm a freshman too.
Yeah,
they was tripping, dog.
His daddy called and cussed him out too. Like,
right?
Bro, man, right there ain't your fight right now.
Hey, but it was just that whole thing was. But to me, shout out to Glaze, dog. Me and Glaze, we talking about it online. Like, yo, this is why I love Rivalry Week. This is, and then the funny thing is, after all that, North Carolina and NC State, they get into it.
Yeah.
Hey.
It was a little scuff in the Alabama Auburn game. Yeah, man. Yeah. Notre Dame lineman out there punching USC players in the face.
I think it was a Division III. I don't know. Maybe I was dozing off. I think Popeye's Chicken State and Kentucky University, they start fighting and all that. It was
they all got best biscuits. Our biscuits better than yours.
Right. But like I said, shout out to Rivalry Week. That's what it's about, man. You're supposed to be petty on Rivalry Week, dog. And that's what happens, dog. Hey, right, Marlon. He had to earn his stripes, dog. But I feel pops, but nephew said I gotta earn my stripes.
Man, nephew should have been over there, man, drinking Gatorade. Been like, man, you see they tripping. Now, cause you out there with no helmet on. What do you get by? Now, what if somebody cold cock you? Man, please, I'm gonna be over here chipped out. Glaze will tell you this. This had to be probably our junior year. We played Albany State. Maurice Dix, Florida boy, pride of Dillard High School, returning a punt. He ran out of bounds on Albany State sideline, right? He over there, of course, you know, he said something. He threw a ball at somebody. Now he over there by himself. People coming out the stands, you know, teammates start running across the field. Everybody looked at me like, you going over there? For what? Bro. Dick's one of the goofiest MFers on the team.
Right.
I hope they beat him up.
Yeah, let him have
I ain't
that.
going over there. People swinging helmets, all that stuff, bro. How I'm explaining to my mama, who in the stands, run over there, eat my dad. My dad is like, I look at my dad. He looking like, I wish you would run over there.
Right.
I was like, shh.
Right.
Sometimes you bring stuff on yourself, dog.
Yeah.
You
got to.
Whatever.
All right, man. Let's keep it rolling, dog. Let's go to the NFL, dog. Antoine, I'm pretty sure, man, this is where we at. Antoine, you love it. First off, you gotta start with these Falcons, dog. I would say this, dog. But everybody is like bench Matt Ryan and shut up. It happens. It's gonna happen. Y'all just saw Justin Tucker miss 8 field goals and 2 extra points in a big time game. It happens. He was tripping. You could tell his confidence was gone because that last interception was like, dog, who are you throwing at? Who are you? Even Kyle Pitts, who don't have the right to do it. Kyle Pitts threw his hands up like, what this dude doing? Horrible loss because the defense bought out. The Chargers couldn't do anything. But they lost. I really think, and honestly though, you know what, Mace? I'm not even gonna blame this loss on the coaches. This was a Kirk Cousins loss. It was a Kirk Cousins. It's what it is. As be real, that's what it was. Kirk Cousins knew that. He said it after the game. Yeah. Youngway can't kick, dog. I don't know what's going on with him. I don't know what everybody they was tripping. I don't blame this loss on the coaches. Right. I don't but all y'all is listening to the podcast. He said Kirk Cousins like an air freshener. He done wore off. Hey, it was a bad loss because the defense bought out. But after a loss like this, they got to go to Minnesota. Like, man, you got to shake it off. And Kirk Cousins was shattered. They said he was shattered afterwards, dog. It was
should have been.
He should have been. He
was terrible.
He was horrible.
He was terrible on Sunday.
So when you look at what happened, then you see Tampa Bay come in and he did what he did. I mean, they did what they did. They almost lost to Carolina. But and it's still 5 games left. So we've seen this in football. I mean, at one point the Eagles wasn't looking good. You know what I'm saying? Weren't looking good.
Now they rolling.
Now they rolling. Right. So it can happen. How confident are you in the Falcons?
I'm sitting even keel. I'm gonna give the coaches a little blame because this is not how you come off a bye week. This is not how you come off a bye week. Clearly, maybe you gave them too much time off. The game. I mean, you had 2 weeks to prepare, and that's the game plan you came up with. You know, that's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, the good news for the Falcons, they dominated the division, so they're gonna get in the playoffs. Now, I mean, it's gonna be one and done. I mean, they're probably gonna win the South, so they're gonna host a playoff game. I mean, listen, as crazy as this thing is, they're going to host a playoff game because they're gonna win the division. They got too far of a lead in the division. So going to Minnesota Sunday, losing 4 in a row would just be, I mean, this city, the one thing about this city and with this team, and the petty part of me want to laugh at y'all because I remember when you were 6-3, you beat the Cowboys. I remember I still got all the tags, and you know now can't nobody swag surf, and ain't nobody walking in traps, taking over traps. I got all them receipts, but I'm gonna be professional today. This team needs a win bad. Zach Robinson has to do something with this offense. This offense is just too basic. It's not enough motions. It's not enough just getting guys in the right place. When you hire Zach Robinson, you hire Zach Robinson because he's from the McVay tree. So the McVay tree basically says that, hey, we're going to have a very good passing game. We're going to have a complementary running game. We're going to be physical because those are all the things that Sean McVay, all the guys come off his tree. That's what they do.
Right.
So that's why Heem, as everybody call Raheem coach. They call it Coach Heem.
Yeah,
They bought Heem. Heem bought Zach here to do Sean McVay type stuff. Well, they're not doing Sean McVay type stuff. And this offense is suffering because your play caller is not creative enough. He's not putting his quarterback in good situations. And now Kurt played horrible. I mean, they were just playing basic cloud coverage. I mean, they played some 4. They just played some 2. And if Kirk Cousins hurt, get his ass out of there, coach. But this is why I told everybody it was crazy to draft Penix when you had already gave a quarterback $140 million. And see, now you got this situation where now everybody ready for Do-Rag. Y'all want Do-Rag to play and all this stuff. Do-Rag ain't playing, y'all. Kirk Cousins going to have to thug this out.
Yep.
You got to thug it out.
You got to thug it out.
You got to thug it out. You're stuck with Kirk Cousins for 2 years. Because even if, say, you try to – nobody's trading for Kirk Cousins.
No.
Dude, if say, okay, hell, you know what? Bump it. Now, you will put yourself in salary cap hell that you just got out of not too long ago. Kurt with automatic W. Kurt, $40 million dead cap hit off top. Now, the business of the NFL says that Kirk Cousins has to continue to play. So suck it up, Atlanta. Suck it up. Because when y'all was swag surfing and walking in trap, when y'all bankroll fresh, you know what I'm saying? Kirk got hoodies on and, he listen. Got to better take the good with the bad now. Because when you were 6-3 and you beat the Cowboys, you telling everybody that y'all, whatever, man. I almost got unprofessional.
You you know what though? But you said something. He got to thug it out, and
Thug it out.
He's been here before. You know what I'm saying? So
this is what he do.
Yeah, he's been here before. So it's what he do. He always find a way out of it. Is what he is. I just think that and I take what I said back. You're right. I think over the bye, during the bye. What's the defensive coordinator name?
Oh yeah, he wouldn't have got better. Yeah,
he got better. He saw
he got tired of y'all throwing his name up under the bus. He got tired of that.
They came to play, but it was like I said. I think Kirk. I think the offense is stagnant. Now they're running the ball. They're running the ball. Bijan had another good game again. But it's just you got too many weapons not to be good enough to win in that game. We know because the thing is, Chargers got a good defense. We know that.
Yeah.
But those interceptions weren't really due to just the defense was balling. It was some bad throws. We know that. So Atlanta, just take a breath. I know it's scary. And honestly, Nace, you was talking about how they got a lead. They lose again and Tampa win. Now Tampa's in number 1 in the division because they got the better record.
Yeah.
And it's like, and Tampa's getting more healthier, and
yeah.
But again, all they got to do is keep up with that. They just can't let Tampa win more games than them. As long as they do that, they're going to host a home game.
Yeah.
That's it. So I agree with you. So we talk about Minnesota. So let's transition. First of all, real quick, can I just let this out real quick? So I talked about how I tore my calf watching the game, right? Yeah, it's right, Marlon. But them Bears, dog. Shout out to Caleb. Shout out to that team. Wide receiver, you know this is what you do, Mace. Shout out to Keenan Allen. That sick route he did. Oh,
bro, dog.
And that's what he's known for.
Bro, listen. If you hashtag Keenan Allen on my page somewhere, dog, I make a Keenan Allen post every day, every year, man. Keenan Allen route running is filthy.
Yeah, it's filthy. It's
filthy, dog.
It's especially when you need an 8 to 10 yard play, 6 to 10. Oh my God. But either or, of course, we talk about the time I with Eberflus or whatever. I was livid, and I'm glad they let him go. They needed to let him go.
It was gonna happen. It was time. It was gonna happen. Yeah.
Because we don't fire coaches. But after that was on Thanksgiving, dog. If that would have been a game on a Sunday, you know, it wasn't a publicized, it wasn't a game of the week. That was on Thanksgiving. Everybody in America was watching that.
Everybody was watching.
When you got Madonna probably tweeting about it, why didn't he call it Madonna? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Everybody watched that game. It's Thanksgiving. But either or, so I'm glad we let him go. I just had to let that go. I'm glad we let Flus go. It's up, and this is working out because all I wanted Caleb to do is progress, and we've seen him progress. He ain't thrown an interception in 5 weeks.
Yeah. Shout out to Tommy Brown, man. Proud of Tucker High School, man. Shout out to Tommy.
Yeah. And G, just sitting up there like a G, chilling, no facial expressions, whatever. So happy for him. But I want to go to the teams now to where you like in the NFL where you like, dog, these right, Mr. First Down. But like you like, hey, dog, they're not this good. This team is not this good. So I want to talk about the teams where you feel like they're faking it or they're making it. We're gonna start with the AFC, Mace. And the first team I want to talk about are the Houston Texans. I'm gonna let you go first. Just you tell me, do you think they're faking it or they're making it? Or is that a type of team? Are they as good as their records say they are? They're 8-5.
Yeah, they faking it, dog. And they're faking it. And they're faking it because they can't protect CJ. And CJ feet getting happy. And happy feet and quarterback don't go together. His rhythm is off. His timing, I keep saying this, they need to run the ball more. Asking him to throw the ball 35 to 40 times is going to get him killed. And the worst thing you can do for a quarterback is speed up their clock in their head when they do it to themselves. He knows he's getting hit, so he's knowing when he gets to 5, the ball got to get out. Well, a lot of times he's at 4, and here come the rush. So now he got to duck, he got to improvise, he got to set himself back up. Nico Collins was out. Nico is back, and he's still having the same issues. They got to run the ball. And the defense hasn't been playing as well as they played last year. So, listen, Houston, Texas, D'Amico Ryan, and that little small dry fit shirt you be wearing all the time, they faking it, dog. You got to get a bigger shirt, D'Amico. Get a bigger shirt, D'Amico. I told you, get a bigger shirt.
They're going to come in there one day with the – they're going to be like he at Miami. You know how they got in college, how they got the cutoff shirt where they showing your abs? He's going to come in with a cutoff shirt like that.
Yeah, what do you do, dog?
I said they're faking it as well. Because they only beat bad teams.
Yeah.
They're not beating the good teams. So they beat bad teams, they beat them. Sometimes they don't beat them. They barely beat them, but for the most part, they're beat up on Dallas or whatever. But I don't think they're that good right now. I think the good thing is they're winning, and not to say they could pull it all together. They can. They still got time. Shout out to Marlon. Like Marlon said, Marlon said, hey, Marlon said, right, Twan. But Marlon said they need to run. They're not running Mixon and Mixon balling. I mean, Mixon been balling.
Gotta give him that rock, dog. Gotta give him that rock, dog.
Yeah, so because I think they played Jacksonville last week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they struggled to beat them without Trevor Lawrence. So yeah, so I got them faking it. Next team I got AFC. You know what? I'm gonna do AFC, NFC. We're gonna do the Minnesota Vikings. I'm gonna go first. It's tough, Mace. It's tough, man. Because they winning. And they find a way to win every time. The reason why I'm gonna say they're faking it, dog, I just don't think they're as good as their records say they are. I know they 10-2 right now. Yes, you look at their personnel, you like, oh, they should be dominant. That's why they 10-2. And I'm not even blaming it on Darnold. It's just that I don't know if it's play calling or what have you. You shouldn't be struggling to win. I mean, and granted, Arizona's not a pushover team, right? You barely beat Chicago. You didn't beat Green Bay. I mean, that's a division team. Chicago's a division team. Well, I get it. But the other teams that you beat, you struggled against them too. The Jets, you struggle. It's just, I don't know, man. I just feel like they're not as good as their record is. To me, they're more of a 7-5 team right now.
Yeah.
But they just keep piling on wins. So I say they're faking it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go the other way because I love what the head coach is doing. What he's doing with this team. He understands his quarterback. He knows what his quarterback is. And if you just continue to watch their play calling, and he's like, listen, I had him on a long leash early in the season. Showed me I couldn't trust him. So I'm reining him in. They're running the football. They're playing very good defense. So Minnesota gonna be the type of team in these playoffs that's gonna be tough to beat because you got Jefferson, got Addison. That defense is that what they say, that opportunistic defense. Mm-hmm. And then if you really look at the NFC, really take a look at the NFC. Of course, everybody gonna have to go see Detroit. But some about this Minnesota team and Coach O'Connell, I like, man. I'm listen. They making it to me. They making it to me, dog. Because I wanted to write them off. I'm like, man, that ain't sustainable. 10-2, man.
They keep winning, but that's, and I guess what I'm saying is, I'm not saying that this team is dangerous. I'm just saying when I say faking it, they're faking 10-2 vibes. They're not a 10. Yeah. They don't look like a 10-2 team. They win it, but they don't look like a 10-2 team right now.
They look like a 10-2 team to me, dog. Because they 10-2. Good teams. I always say this: good teams find a way to win.
No, I agree. No, you're right. But but they're winning these games against teams they should be. I know it's the NFL. I know, but it shouldn't be every game. And we can talk about Kansas City as well. But it shouldn't be every game. You either got to come back to win, or this team is about to win, and you got to get one more first down just to seal it. And it's 3rd and 8, and you got it. It shouldn't be that.
Yeah, so think about it. I just every NFL game is a field goal game anyway. It's always gonna come down to a last play, a last drive. Both NFL games. Now, think again. Let's talk about the team here in Atlanta. The games that Minnesota winning, they can't win.
Not true.
So they 10-2 for a reason.
And I'll say this: besides Kansas City, but your
Kansas
other
City
teams,
faking it. Kansas City faking
right.
it.
But your other, teams. Look, the other teams is winning.
I thought you were going with first. They faking it.
Right? I think they faking it. But teams like Detroit, even the Green Bay, Pittsburgh, Baltimore. I mean, these teams, they're winning. When they win, they win. It's no, even against good teams, they're winning. They're beating them. And that's why I got them faking it. Like, all right, let's go ahead. Yeah, they barely beat the Bears. One, right. Falcons should be 10-2. You ain't lying. Right. All right, go back to the AFC. LA Chargers. They faking it or they making it? I'm gonna start with you.
They faking it.
What?
They faking
it. I'm shocked at that.
Yeah,
go ahead.
And the only reason I say they're faking it, they don't have enough offensive weapons to make a move in these playoffs. They're not gonna scare any of those top teams in the playoffs. Teams gonna look at them and be like, "Oh yeah, dog, man, hey, I ain't no offense to Lad McConkey. Lad McConkey ain't beating me. That's just what dudes gonna say. They gonna be like, man, Cole Harbaugh here hitting on Justin Herbert's shoulder pads, man, like he's JJ McCarthy or something. Man, we ain't gonna let this dude beat us, man. Get out of here with that. I think they faking it, man. I think they're faking it. Dog. I think they're faking it.
I say they're making it. The only reason I say that is because that's who they are. This is a team.
That's who they are.
So when we talk about Minnesota, we talk about the Addisons, the Justin Jeffersons. You know, you got defense. You got Aaron whatchamacallit. You got the defense. They all balling, but they're not playing to their potential.
Yeah,
that's why. Chargers. That's who they are right now. It's going to take time. Chargers going to be. We're not going to score a lot of points because our receivers like Georgia. It's almost like Georgia. We got McConkey, you know, but we don't have. We're not talented offensively. We got a nice quarterback, but we're going to play defense, and this is how we're going to win games. We're going to run the ball. We're going to win games like this.
Yeah,
and that's what they're doing. And I think right now, being 8-4. This is who this team is, and they're gonna win. Yeah. So I got them. They're making it, dog. I don't think they're faking. This is who they are. They ain't faking nothing. Yo, we ain't gonna blow y'all out. Oh, we not gonna score 30 points. But I bet you y'all won't score 12 points on us, and we gonna win like this. That's a Harbaugh team. That's Harbaugh.
Even though Lad don't think he white, DB's out here like, man, dog. I wish Lad would try to run by me. Man, but hit Lad in the throat, man. Lad out here giving his jersey to Quavo.
Oh.
Man, we gonna fight, dog.
Right. Oh man, you funny. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, man.
Quavo didn't want no Falcon jersey. He's like, man, give me a Georgia boy jersey, man. Y'all get out of here, man. Lad, let me get that, Lad. All pose for pictures. Get out of here, Lad.
Lad, funny, man.
I love Lad. That Lad,
yeah, shout out to Lad. But yeah, man, so I just got them. That's who they are. 49ers the same way until they got Cap. And then they start.
Them guys hurt. And at this point, Debo trolling us with the outfits.
Right.
Like,
he trolling.
He trolling.
Right.
Tyshawn, we get it, dog. Gone. We get it, dog.
But when I say 40, I'm talking about when Harbaugh was there. It started like this with the 49ers. Remember and it built up. So, but I think they're making it. All right. NFC. Go back to the NFC. We're gonna go to what we said. What I say? I already said we already said Minnesota. So I'm gonna go to the Falcons. Faking it or they making it?
They faking it. They big boy faking it. They are super faking it. But the good news for the Falcons is, bruh, it's an easy fix. It's an easy fix, dog. Get back to October Kurt. November Kurt. Find that guy. Go back, Zach Robinson. Go look at that script. Go find that script. Mm-hmm. Call them plays again. Run them plays back. Man, gotta get Mooney back involved.
Yeah, they just
you gotta move Drake London around, man. Get Kyle Pitts in the scene.
Right.
You know, you got all these weapons again. You sold the Falcon fan, you sold the city this bill of goods. You're just a quarterback away. You got the quarterback, and right now the offensive coordinator is failing this team. So yeah, they definitely faking it. But again, easy fix.
All right, so we talked about them. All right, whatever. We talked about them. Let's go to Washington. Do you think Washington? And I'll start. Washington Commanders. I think they're faking it, dog.
Oh yeah, they faking it. They definitely faking it.
I don't think they're that good. I think
they definitely faking it.
I think the flair. I love Jayden, but
gonna be fine. But they are work in progress.
No, they are, and that's why. And no disrespect to them, but they hadn't played no one. They hadn't beat anyone good.
Yeah.
So they, I think they're faking it big time. I don't think they're that good. I think when they play someone that's good, they get the break speed off of them. They get out physical with it and everything else. So we agree they're faking it.
Yeah, they're faking it.
Back to the AFC, Denver Broncos.
Dog, they making it, dog.
Woo!
They making it, dog. I owe Bo Nix a huge apology.
You ain't lying.
I owe him a huge apology. But I think Marcy Kurt need a cold shopping. Yeah, Kurt, get out of Walters, get out of Greenbrier. Stay at that Alpharetta, Kurt.
Yeah. You got too comfortable.
Yeah, no your limits.
Right.
Dog, the Broncos. So this is where, excuse me. This is where scheme and fit and coaching. Listen, Sean Payton threw Russ under the bus. He got his guy. We all laughed at 35-year-old Bo Nix, but his college experience, all the pedigree, all the tutelage he's had, is working. Like, he's making throws. Like, dog, he's making second, third year throws. The touchdown he threw down the seam against the Browns the other day on Monday Night Football. Now, I undersold Bo Nix. I owe Bo Nix an apology. I ain't gonna go buy no jersey or nothing, Bo Nix. But, dog, I like what the Broncos are doing, dog. And this is Sean Payton. See, this is when Sean Payton cooking. When he got his guy and he can start that. Dog, I mean, we know Sean Payton is a hell of a play designer. And we're seeing it. Mm-hmm. Man, they making it, dog. Yeah, I don't think that's fugazi.
You know what? You sway me. I was going to go faking it, but you're right. I think it's like Chargers, dog. Like you said, Sean Payton's doing what he's doing. That defense is gangster. Is balling. They need to run it. They need to run a game. I like what they did when they was running. My man McLaughlin. I love because what Jamal Williams. McLaughlin should be the feature back.
Right.
And or if you're saying, you know what, we just manage the egos, let Jamal Williams start. It don't matter either or, but McLaughlin should be the feature one. That's the one he should be getting, hey, get the ball the most. So I'm with you. Go back to the NFC. Seattle Seahawks. They 7-5. I think I say making it, dog. I want to say making it.
They
had injuries.
They're such a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde.
Yeah, man, they are.
I'm gonna say faking it
for now.
Because Gino, man, like, dog, week to week, you just don't know what you're gonna get from Gino. Like,
right.
1 week I think Gino dating Drea Michelle. Then the next week, you know what I'm saying? Gino out here on the heater. Like, I can't read this team, dog. I can't read this team. I'm gonna say faking it because I just don't see them making no noise come playoff time if they're able to make playoff. But the NFC West is so wild. Like, man, bro,
it's wide open too.
That's a wild conference out there. Yeah. That's a wild conference.
I'm gonna go with you. I'm gonna go with you with that, man. I think they faking it. Kenneth Walker, he didn't disappear.
Yeah, man.
I'm like, come on, where you at? You know, and I know you go through games like that. I get it, but like you said, they just so off and on. Like they'll beat teams that you wouldn't expect them to beat. But then they'll fold.
I'm gonna tell you like this, Ralph. As a gambler, yeah, don't put no money on Seattle. Like,
yeah,
don't put because but listen, you be like, why do I keep betting with these guys, man? What am I doing? You throwing money away, dog. So yeah, they faking it, dog.
And then well, that's it. We say all the teams, man. So like you said, I think we both feel like Kansas City faking it.
Yeah, man. They're gonna get Pat Mahomes kid. They better go get them a left tackle. They better go get a left and a right tackle. Pat.
Yeah, he's gonna get killed, dog. And before we switch to basketball, dog, I just don't see how God, this name just disappeared out of my mind. My guy for the Raiders, number 98, dog. Max Crosby. I don't see how, dog. You know, he reminds me of. It might be worse than him. Only one I can compare him to is Allen Iverson, dog. Max Crosby's motor, dog, is unreal. He be going like 500. He be giving 500% every play and come back. He don't take off plays. He play every down. Like, how is he doing this? He chasing Mahomes from the right hash all the way to the left hash out of bounds. Then come back the next play and chase him again and sack him. Then next play come back, about to get another. Like, dude, how you doing this? I don't know how you do it, dog. I don't know. I just had to give him a shout out. Shout out to him, man.
Yeah.
All right, man. NBA, dog. What? You know what? For before we do that, let's go to these picks real quick. Let's do these picks real quick. Doc ain't here. And what we'll do is, he said, I think Max on something, Raphael. Hey, bro, I'm telling you, how does he? Am I the only one Marlon, I couldn't be the only one that noticed this.
Man, that boy wilding, man. That boy wilding.
Then he think he can freestyle.
Man.
I'm scared he gonna mess around and say.
I mean, the weed is legal in Vegas.
Yeah, so he.
You know what I'm saying? So he probably getting that top tier,
right? Because I don't see how he. And Cool is a fan too, dog. Cool is a fan, but I don't know. Anyway, let's get to these picks, dog. And what we're gonna do is, so Dr. Fowler's not here. He couldn't be in today, but shout out to Doc. But
our guy.
We both agree. We have 4 games. We said Detroit, Green Bay. We both agreed on Detroit, right? The next game we had was what was the game? I know we did Buffalo Chargers. We agreed on that, right?
Yeah.
We agreed on that. Arizona, Seattle. And for the reasons why you said it, Maze, I know why you ain't pick Seattle. Go ahead, man. You probably even got to spend time on it.
Yeah, because I mean they Seattle. They Seattle. So I mean it's almost like so like in this division. I'm always enamored with Kyler Murray. I think Kyler Murray is a super freak. They've unlocked Marvin. Yeah, man. This gonna be a crazy game, man. This is gonna be a crazy game. Like I say, me and Doc picked Arizona. You picked Seattle.
Yeah, and the only reason why I picked Seattle, just like you said, Hyde and Jekyll. This is the game you would think they would lose. I'm like, they're gonna win this game.
But Arizona like that.
Arizona like that too. Yeah, this is like. I think Seattle's defense, Arizona's defense is nice too, but Seattle's defense is.
I think a tad bit better. I think it's a tad bit better.
Yeah.
Can Kyler? Can they find a way to? Arizona has to run the ball more. I think sometimes they get so dependent on Kyler. Kyler make a play early, they like, oh yeah, it's Kyler time. Like, no, it's not Kyler time, dog. No, let's not let it be Kyler time, dog. Run the ball, play action, get Marvin involved, get all the other weapons. You got a nice tight end. Get everybody involved. Let's not make this. Did they really unlock Marvin? Marvin got 8 touchdowns on the season.
But that's a good point. He got 8 touchdowns, but I still don't think they've unlocked them yet. But this is the thing to me, what Kyler Murray is not. I think if Marvin played, and you got to know your personnel, if Marvin played with another team, say he played with a Justin Herbert, or I think Marvin would have a better year because Justin Herbert is 1, 2, 3, or Bo Nix, even another rookie. You the X receiver, boom. You running this slant, or you running this out, I'm gonna throw it on time. It's gonna be right there. Kyler Murray is not like that. Kyler Murray got a little rust in him where, he gonna run around. You got to be open for me to throw it, or whatever, and all of that. So I really believe that they should get Murray, which they don't do a lot. They need to get him on a run more, or on like roll him out.
But see, that's why I think, and with Marvin, when Marvin ran off them couple of 100-yard games back to back, Marvin is more of an inside. You got to put Marvin inside more than just putting him out there X.
Right.
You got to move him around, let him that over route, that bang corner route.
Yep.
Them the route he got to run. Yeah, you're running Marvin on curls, man. Marvin don't run no curls, man. Right. Get out of here.
That's not.
Get out of here with that, Arizona.
Yeah. So, but I got Seattle. Like I said, I think Kenneth Walker gonna come alive this game. DK Metcalf finally gonna step up. Shout out to your boy Jigba, boy. He balling. Jigba Smith. He is balling. He finally he did it. I knew he was, man. I knew he was gonna come along at some point. So shout out to them. Then what was the other game I had? The other game we had was that I think me and you agreed for the most part, right?
Yeah, the only one we disagreed on was Arizona, Seattle.
Right, because the last game we have is what was the last game we had? Was the LA Chargers KC. We got Buffalo Rams, we got Buffalo LA KC. I just think, like I said, I think Chargers they know how to beat KC. They physical.
Yeah.
And this is what Kansas City really hadn't played a physical team yet. Besides, I don't even think Baltimore they weren't as physical as they are now. I don't think Baltimore are physical like that anymore. Like they used to be. But
Baltimore and they kicker.
Yeah, they kicker. But right. But I think KC, I think I know Chargers they physical, and especially with a team that's struggling with Khalil Mack and Harbaugh gonna let loose on that defense, man. Just pressure them forward. That's it. So I got we both agree with Chargers. So
yeah.
All right, man. Let's move on to this NBA, man. The Hawks right now, they're shocking everybody, including everyone in Atlanta. Is Trae Young playing? Can we say he's starting to play elite or getting close to playing elite basketball? And not necessarily, I guess if you elite, your percentage has got to be high, whatever. But just in how he's running his team, I'll say, is he closer than he's ever been?
He's turning the corner. He's turning the corner. He's
11-11. My bad.
He's allowing his teammates to take a little more ownership. He's looking for assist a little more. I want to say he cut down on some of them crazy shots. He didn't take too many crazy shots the other night. But the reason they've won 4 in a row, he's starting to get everybody involved. He's finding his spots when okay, now it's time for me to take over. Again, reach the shot. I'm loving what I'm seeing from the Rook. I like DeAndre in his 6-man role. Mm-hmm. I think Coach Quinn is finally, we're starting to see, kind of like, because we never know his plan. He'll never tell us his plan. You ask him about his plan, he be looking at us like, man, what y'all talking about?
Mm-hmm.
But when I look at Trey now, he's definitely different. We've been with him his entire career. I'm seeing changes in Trey, and I like the changes. And for better for worse, I know at one point we gotta get rid of Trey. We stuck with him, so it's time for us to accept that. Hey, he's ours. He belongs to us. For better for worse, sickness and health, all that good stuff. So but I do like what I'm seeing from Trey now. I can see him becoming the leader that we kind of envisioned. He don't have to, I got to score 30 tonight. He's affecting the game, and not defensively, but he's affecting the game as a point guard should. So, I like what I see from Trey.
And honestly, defensively, I like what he's doing defensively because he's not a good defender. Nothing wrong with you. Some players are not good defenders. But give me effort. And that's what he's doing. You see him trying to get in the passing lane. You see him trying to knock the ball out of people's hands. He's doing more and more active defensively than he's ever been in his career. But here's the thing, like you said, effective-wise. Trey is finally, before, Trey was a guy where Trey scored points because Trey always going to get assists. But it was, I don't want to say meaningless, but it was just, it didn't have an imprint on the game.
Right.
Whereas now, you can see his imprint on that team.
All over
the game.
All over it.
It's really let me get my players involved, like you stated, and let me pick my spots to shoot. And I used to say this about Curry, even though Curry's imprint all over the game, but I used to say this about Curry, Steph, early in his career. Even when he was shooting threes, when he got to that point, Steph used to be, if Steph wasn't shooting threes or if Steph couldn't hit shots, it was nowhere else where he affect the game.
Right.
I think the last 3 or 4 years you've seen Steph now. Okay, my shot might not be falling, but I'm gonna get rebounds. I'm gonna get assists. He was doing it. Trey is doing that now.
Starting to do it.
I can affect the game without me scoring.
Right. I want to see Trey go to the basket a little bit more.
Yeah.
But I mean, I like what I'm seeing from Trey, man, and I hope he continues to. Because again, this is truly his team now. Like, this is truly his team. We ain't going back and forth with nobody. We don't have Vince over there for guidance. This is Trey. Hey, I gotta go.
Okay, go ahead. But yeah, I think that Trey, I say this, I call him the bearded Trey. You got bearded Trey, you got the babyface Trey. So if somebody talking about, man, Trey is this, Trey is that, babyface Trey, no. You know what I'm saying? You talking babyface Trey? I get it. That's young Trey. Bearded Trey is, all right, man. I know what I'm doing now. I'm affecting the game. I can do what because this whole mission is right now, it's not just let me get assists. It's I need to get these players involved and get their confidence up. And that's what he's doing. He's getting their confidence up. Look at DeAndre. We seen DeAndre have this run, I think, 3 years ago in the playoffs. Last time he was in the playoffs. And he had his little run where he looked good. It was all right, DeAndre balling. But now, look at how he's playing. But that's his confidence. Look at Dyson Daniels. Confidence. The rookie is getting his confidence. But Trey is feeding them the ball in the right places. Even with Capella, man. So the way he's playing this, and you're right, Twan, he's playing. I see the progression. He's playing a lot better. And then, as we said it before, I said it before. This is Quinn's team now, and May said it's Trey's team. This is Quinn's team now. At this point, Quinn got this team rolling. They playing the way Quinn wanted. Quinn got the type of players he wanted, and now he's able to coach them the way he wants. So they just moving in all directions, man. I like what they're doing. But my bigger question is, or do we see Milwaukee, do they finally get it? Are they finally getting it together with Doc? Since Doc been there, they've been disastrous. They've been horrible. They can't gel with Giannis and with Dame. It's just like this team didn't mesh. But all of a sudden, this team is meshing. This team is playing well. This team is doing what they need to do.
I thought I could put a strap on somebody, y'all.
Oh, no, you can. But hey, Mace, I'm talking about Milwaukee at this point. Right at this point, they're playing as if, like I said, it's like they finally get it. When Doc got there, it hadn't worked since Doc got there.
Well, it ain't gonna work because Doc there, but
so you don't think it's because they found something, man? They won 9 in a row.
What they've now the mesh. I think we initially just thought, hey, Dame, Giannis, boom, it works.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody have to figure out their role.
Right.
What works? How do, hey, we got a Giannis time, got Dame time. When both of them together, hey, this how the shot distribution defensively. They had to work the kinks. So I think we and I blame Yahoo Fantasy, anything fantasy sport.
Yes,
we just think we get so caught up in just looking at the names. Because those names are together.
Right.
Oh, no, man.
Like
you know, it's kind of like, remember Miami, the Heatles. Remember, not one, not two, not three. Right. They're going to win it every year.
Right. It had to take time.
It take time, dog. It take time.
And it takes time for them to get comfortable of, okay, you get it. No, you get it. This your team. No, this your. And I think Giannis finally had to say, agree, like, okay, let me stop trying to play like, all right, go ahead, Dame. No, this is my team. Let me run my team. Dame, this is what you do. And I think Doc was, I believe Doc was trying to get to it. Like I said, it had to work with everything. They've won 9 in a row. They figured something out. They figured something out. And now I just want to see it. Because, I mean, we all talk about Doc is not that team. Okay, like Antoine just said, Doc seems like a team killer. No. Doc has always been, if you look everywhere they've gone, everywhere he's gone, Orlando, he had a team going. And that team wasn't supposed to be good.
Yeah.
Then he went to Boston, got them over the hump.
Yeah.
Went to LA Clippers, got the Clippers to where they was, to me, with the Clippers, when he first got there with CP3 and all them, it was injuries. Injuries killed them. It was either CP3 or Blake. Every year they was hurt in the playoffs. Every year. But they were a top team, you know what I'm saying, in the West. But it's like now I just with Philly, like something just didn't work. It didn't click. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Shoot, it didn't click with in Philly since and before then. So I don't know. And I really thought it was Doc with Milwaukee, but they started jail. He's been there a year. Remember, granted, he did come in the end of the year last year.
He did.
You know what I'm saying? He did, you know, and but
he didn't get a chance to implement his system. Yeah, Torn, we know what the players say about Doc. We know about Doc,
but Doc is that coach that gonna have his own way. This is who I am. This, you know.
Hey, we need
teams might not like him or not, but that's him. I mean, you got coaches like that where we can't play with him, but we can play with, you know, it's just what it is. Then you got to think about it too. The players this day and age are totally different from when it was when he had a Ray Allen and a Garnett, and when he was on Orlando. You know, they respect now. You giving players $50 million a year. You can't tell them nothing. What you supposed to tell players making more than you? I get it. So How long do you think this gonna last?
It's the NBA, dog. It's the NBA. It's gonna ebb and flow. What does it look like in April and May?
Right. Yeah.
What
Right.
does it look like then? You know, how is this? How's the East gonna shape up? You know, the matchups. Doc always scare me. Y'all know Doc scares me. But you know, that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, he does. He does. Like I said, the Clippers, you right? They do, man. They they do. They talk about them and they can't stand them, man.
But a lot of them players fault too now. I mean,
yeah, you know, again, you dealing with a young generation of players.
You know
what I'm saying?
Playoff P. Nah, just joking about playoff P. I'm talking about his what was it? Chris Paul, Lob City, all that.
Yeah. Right. All right, man. So before we go, bro, I want to ask you, y'all watching, I want to ask y'all as well. So, like I said, last week we talked about our favorite players that weren't superstars, whether it's MLB, basketball, or football. So I'm gonna ask you, and we can go different teams. I mean, different sports. Mace, who was that guy or lady? And if it's WNBA, whatever, but that athlete, tennis or whatever, it could be any sport that you hated, and because you hated, you weren't able to enjoy their careers until after the fact, when you saw highlights or an old game or something like that. You like, and this person was that good. Who was that person? Who are these people for you?
As a Dallas Cowboy fan, hated the Philadelphia Eagles. Hated Randall Cunningham.
Me too, dog. I hated Randall Cunningham.
Could not like Randall Cunningham if my life.
The only one. Right.
Couldn't do it because he was an Eagle. He wore that green, that helmet with them ugly eagle bird wings on the side.
Yep.
I hated Randall Cunningham. As he moved on, he progressed, and as I got older, and I can remember watching one of those, the end of the year they do the the year in review things. It was like I'm older, and they were showing like some old Randall Cunningham clips, and I was like,
right. I was looking at that the other day.
Randall was doing that,
right.
I couldn't appreciate it because he was an Eagle. Automatic hatred, bruh. It was Randall for me. It was Randall Cunningham. Took me a long time to fully appreciate Randall Cunningham. Just the sight of him in that box just made me see. Even when he was with Minnesota, I was just like, boom.
You hate him there. So I'm gonna tell you who it is for me. I'm gonna tell you why I was Randall Cunningham at one point for me too. Then I'm gonna go to my players. So as growing up and like I said, Alton, Illinois, my father was the St. Louis Cardinals. So I grew up with St. Louis Cardinals. All I knew before they moved to Phoenix and before we went to Chicago. So St. Louis Cardinals, the old St. Louis Cardinals, I hated Randall Cunningham because they was in a division.
Right.
I couldn't stand. So I remember saying, I hope he get hurt. My father like, don't say that. Like, why? I hate him. I don't like him. Don't say that. He's, to the point people call me Uncle Tom, I be that. That's what I was, dog. That's how much I hate him. But like you said, Randall, that dude. But here are the players for me. First, Emmitt Smith. I couldn't stand Emmitt Smith. You know why? Take a guess. No. Why would? Well, part of that, because I love the 49ers too.
Well.
But easy, dog. Barry Sanders. Back then, dog, that was Biggie and Pac. You can't like both of them. It was either Emmitt or Biggie. Bruh, I hated Emmitt Smith because he was a threat. It's like, yo, this dude is not that good. He getting all these touchdowns, see this and that. And the dope part is I got a chance to tell Right. Exactly. Yep, that's what it was, because the 49ers too. We couldn't get over the 49ers couldn't get over the hump because of Emmitt Smith. But it was dope to be able to be in LA for the Super Bowl and to be able to interview him. We're gonna get him this year too. Watch. We're gonna get him this year. I'm make sure I get him for you, dog. Just for you, Mace. Make sure I get him. But I couldn't get over. I mean, it was dope. I couldn't get over it like he was that good, but it was dope to get in LA to interview him. And I told him this. I told him, bruh, I ain't gonna lie, bruh, I couldn't stand you. I told him it was like Biggie and Pac. He laughed. I said, like, bruh, you hurt my heart so many times. Like, what I do? I'm like, dog, the wins, the rushing titles. But I told him, but after he retired, I'll start watching these games and seeing this. I'm like, yo, that game against New York Giants in '93 when they was playing for the division, the last game of the season in New York, Meadowlands, he ran for 164 yards and had 60-some reception yards, and he had a separated shoulder.
Oh yeah.
What? All the stuff Emmitt was a big time player, dog. When it came to a big time game, I would start Emmitt Smith in a big time game.
Yeah,
I don't care.
Him was a dog, man.
He was a dog. He was a dog. Here's another player I hated. Brett Favre. But I couldn't stand it. I couldn't stand that dude, dog. I hated Brett Favre. I hate Aaron Rodgers too, but his career ain't over, so whatever. But Brett Favre, I could not stand him. I couldn't stand him. But here's the thing with Brett, though. So late, I'm a historian, dog. I love to watch old stuff, old games, and all that. So what I've been doing, I think I've said this before. I've been watching. I'm going through the whole season. So I've started with the '93 season. So on YouTube, you can look up Sunday Night Football. Yeah. Just look up Sunday Night Football, 1993 or 94, whatever. And then it'll bring up a list of games. They have the games, all the games throughout the week. Not just Sunday Night Football, but every Sunday. Yeah. So I'll pick a game, early game, the best early game, the best 4:00 game, and then I do the Sunday night and the Monday night game, and I'll watch it. It'll take me like a few days to watch a game, but I'll watch him. Watching Brett Favre when he was young, how erratic he was, but watching him progress. Now I'm in '95. That dude was
Brett with that deal, dog.
Oh, his cannon? That dude had a cannon for an arm, dog.
Yeah, that in college. He always had that.
He was like, I mean, I'm just looking like, and he had a flair for the big play. Brett was that dude. So those are my guys, especially in the NFL.
Yeah. I could, as a Cowboy fan, of course, I couldn't like nothing 49ers, nothing. Hated Joe Montana. I still, when people be going on about he the GOAT, I be like, what's he 4-0? I'm like, Troy 3-0 Super Bowl. Troy, y'all leave, get out. Couldn't give the 49ers no credit, zero credit. But as a Braves fan, hated the Dodgers, hated Fernando Valenzuela, hated Dusty Baker, hated Brett Butler. And Brett Butler used to play for the Braves. He went to LA, hated all of it, hated them. Hated the Dodgers, just hated the Dodgers. A lot of hate for those guys, but definitely for me, Joe Montana.
Well, I hated the Mets, so I hated I hated Darryl Strawberry.
Yeah,
I hated all of them.
Yeah,
but in baseball, believe it or not, who I couldn't stand, and I didn't really get to really fully understand how good he was. I appreciate it was too late. It was the end of his career, and then it was after his career, just looking at stuff. And Barry Bonds, I couldn't stand Barry Bonds. I hated Barry Bonds.
I always loved Barry.
I hated.
I usually love the Pittsburgh Pirates.
He was cocky. I hated the Pirates. He was cocky. You know, how he twerked that back and all that. Like, yeah, dog.
Yeah.
Skinny Barry, see the Swole Barry Bonds was cool. He was cocky. Skinny Barry Bonds, dog. He was cocky.
Skinny Barry Bond won like 5 MVP.
You know, right? But you know how he used to catch the ball? He'd do that to his hip when he break. I couldn't stand Barry Bonds, dog.
Bruh, one of my most petty moments in life. I was managing. I was just when I worked with Foot Locker. I was managing Foot Locker. I was at Cumberland Mall. Jerome Bettis comes in the store. He's returning, you know, he was returning some Timberlands or something. So I'm at the register, and I look up. I that's Jerome Bettis. Whatever. So I'm still, because so we got the one register open. My cashier, she running the one register. I'm doing some other stuff on the other register. And so he gets to the register. So she was like, yeah, I can help you there. So he like, return the shoe. Da, da, da. So she was like, well, I got to show it to my manager. So she was like, Maceo, look up. I was like, don't give him no refund. He kind of looked. I said, we don't get Pittsburgh Steelers refunds. He said, you must be a Cowboy fan. He put the shoes back in the bag and walked down. I stood on it. I was like, we'll get Pittsburgh Steelers no refunds. Super nice. I'm like, you are a Steeler. I do not rock with the Steelers at all. As a Cowboy fan, you are a mortal enemy for life. Mortal.
I hear that, dog.
It's wild.
Basketball, I'm trying to think. In basketball, I'm going to go tennis. I'm going to shock you real quick. I'm going to go tennis. I couldn't stand Pete Sampras. Really? I hated Pete Sampras. Yeah, man. Because he was just quirky. He just was, you know, I'd be walking with that curly fro, the screech fro. And just, you know, he was just real calm. Like, this dude is not, he was a beast, but I couldn't stand, because, you know, I was an Agassi fan. So Agassi, he flashy, especially when Agassi had hair. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, I like Agassi. Pete Sampras, dog. I couldn't stand Pete, dog. And Pete was that dude.
Pete was that dude.
Pete was that dude.
I mean, Pete, you just knew Pete was gonna win Wimbledon. I mean, it's just like,
I couldn't stand Pete.
Who coming in second place? For me, basketball wise, hated the Celtics.
Right.
My dad, so my mom, dad season tickets, and I remember my dad would be like, listen, we never cheer for the Celtics. We boo the Celtics. I don't care how good they were. We boo the Celtics. It was a pair of Reeboks. So my eighth grade year, Celtics played in these black and white Reeboks. Dennis Johnson had them. Larry Bird had them.
Right.
And so that was going to be our team shoe. I say, I can't wear them. Can't wear them. That's a team shoe. Celtics wear them. I can't wear them, dog. Hated the Celtics. So you hated Pete for being a normal dude. It's crazy.
Yeah, dog. I hated. I couldn't stand him, dog. Because it was like, why is he this good? You know, back then, you when I was little, young, if you were a winner, you got flair. You know what I'm saying? Most of the guys, they was nice. Pete was just this little quirky guy, quiet, like, beat this dude. Okay, basketball, it was probably, it was Isaiah Thomas. Yeah. You know, I'm from the crib, but because
he float my boat. Yeah, I ain't like Isaiah either.
Just because, you know, I root for the Lakers, then of course the Bulls, but you know, Magic, and he beating them and going against them, and then the Bulls, whatever. So I hated him. And but like I said, after I realized he was that good, that's probably it. I was too young to hate Larry Bird. You know what I'm saying? I did, but I was too young to understand what was going on.
Yeah, that's something that was so good, man.
Basketball, that probably was it, man. That was probably Isaiah's the only one I think I'm trying to think Houston, New York. He was the only one, probably. Like, yeah, everybody else, I didn't really have a problem with the basketball. It was just, oh no, you know who it was? Believe it or not, I'm tripping. And I didn't realize how good he was until he retired and had to go back. Tim Duncan.
Oh, big fundamentals.
I thought Tim Duncan was the most overrated player in basketball.
I like Tim at Wake, dog. I like Tim because Tim
Yeah,
played.
me too.
He played with my dude Randolph Childress. So
yeah. You know, yeah. Shout out to Rand. That's my guy. Shout out to Randolph. Yeah. Randolph was a dude. But I didn't know. I mean, I knew he was good at Wake Forest. I remember him in Wake Forest because I like Canby. So I like him over Marcus Camby.
Yeah.
But when they got to the league, and then when he got to the league, I was a big David Robinson fan. So he kind of started taking over.
It became his team. Yeah.
He's not good, whatever. And I don't like him, whatever. But anyway, man, this is good to like go over stuff like this, bro, just to think about, make you think about your childhood and how, like you said.
It's so crazy because going back to Montana, you just like, you start really breaking it down. You're like, oh, nah, this one good. Like, what is wrong with me?
Right. Yeah, dog. That's how it was with Emmett. Like, I'm looking at Emmett now, like watching these games and like, wait, Emmett, yeah, he had holes, but Emmett's vision.
Oh, yeah.
What was very underrated was Emmett had a little wiggle too. But then Emmett, it was just in big games, he always came through.
Bro.
Always.
Bro. Put it on the shoulders, dog. Put it
always.
On.
Always.
And I used to always so like you say, Biggie Pop with those.
Yeah.
I was so like, for me, man, you know, Barry, but I'm like, dog, he lose too many yards. Like, no, he be running backwards half the time. Like, man, how do y'all like that? Because it was nothing you was gonna say that was gonna put anybody over Emmett.
Right.
You know, even like today, it's almost like I tell you, I thought the Jordan LeBron debate, which is the dumbest debate in sports. Like, if you're a Jordan dude, nobody can change your mind. If you're a LeBron guy, nobody can change your mind. No matter what they throw out, your mind not gonna change. Like, now I'm a Jordan guy forever. I'm
glad that I kind of let that go because I'm able to enjoy it. Because I hated LeBron. The reason why I hated LeBron, people hate LeBron because he's a threat. No, I'm talking about I didn't like LeBron because he was a threat to the Bulls. Every time he was with Cleveland at first, he used to knock us off and beat us and whatever. Then when he went to Miami, we couldn't beat them. Then he went back to Cleveland. We still couldn't get past him. So I couldn't stand LeBron. I didn't like LeBron. You know what I'm saying? It was like, but once it was over with that and the Bulls was down, I was able to watch LeBron more. And I'm like, yo, this dude, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, Emmett though, Emmett probably was the most hated player in football. Emmett and Randall Cunningham that I hated the most. That I ain't gonna lie. You're right. They kept beating Derrick Rose, but Emmett though, I couldn't stand. I hated Emmett, and they would beat the 49ers, and he'd take his helmet off every score. Man, crack that nigga. I couldn't stand Emmitt Smith, dog. He only good because he got a big offensive line. He running through the holes and all that, man. And that's the only reason why that was my thing. Like Cuz said, that's what we used to always say. But when I watch him, he was a bell cow. He was a bell cow. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm gonna leave you with this. One thing I love about our generation when it came to sports, Juan can attest to this, Antoine can attest to this. Bruh, we didn't really have the internet back then. Yeah. We knew all the sport. Most of us didn't even have cable. Unless we was at our grandmama's house on a weekend or something. But for the most part, we didn't have cable. But bruh, I knew everything that was going on in the NFL. I knew all the stats. Because we did for in high school, went to the library.
Yeah, dog, he read the paper.
Read the paper, dog. Every
Yeah.
dog. Read
Yeah.
the paper. Chicago, especially with the Chicago Sun-Times. Then you had the Chicago Sun-Times, you had a late time version. The late time version, you get to see the late games of the NBA. But if you didn't get the late versions, you could only see up to like only the early games,
Right.
7 o'clock, 7:30, 8
Right.
o'clock games, whatever. That was it. Yeah.
You read that paper. We would, so paper would get delivered, go out there immediately.
Yep.
Immediately get the sports page. Turn them box scores. And I'm just looking at, your team, looking at your area. Cause like say, way for Sports Center, way all the stuff. So, as much as we got Sports Illustrated, we got the Sport News.
Oh yeah, what?
I had all that stuff, cutting out pictures, putting them on the door.
On the wall. Yeah.
Yeah, man. We grew up. Our era was, and we didn't have, your bias was your bias. You didn't have nobody swaying your opinion.
Right, because you couldn't. Yeah.
Right. I mean,
no internet or nothing like that. Yeah.
None of that stuff. So it was just your local paper. I was fortunate enough that in the summertime we always travel. So I spent a lot of summers in Cali. We would go to New York, be in Florida. We traveled every year. So to get another paper, to look at another news channel, to see, because if you always at the crib, this is how you think it always is. Yeah. You like, damn, wait a minute, hold on. They say this. Or like say just picking up a Sports Illustrated. And I used to always love to see the faces in the crowd. They highlight from all over the country. Yeah. I used to always be like, I'm gonna be in there one day. Right. USA Today, just like, man.
And see, we had Antoine, I know you remember this. We had Chicago Sun-Times, then we had the Chicago Tribune. So we had two papers you could get.
Right.
I ain't like Chicago Tribune. I ain't like that. They didn't have pictures like they would paint a picture for you in Chicago Sun-Times. That was like the big newspaper. You open up Tribune, it was folded.
Budgets, baby. Two different budgets, baby.
But remember this though. When we got to see Sports Center, that was crazy back then. Yeah. But remember the Sports Machine, dog, used to come on NBC late at night.
Yeah.
They show all them commercials and they do be like, we're gonna go ahead, bruh. It was like we said, we watched all football now because I'm looking back now. I'm like, yo, how did I know all of these stats and all of the stuff? We couldn't Google.
Yeah, man, you read. I would take the box score. I would take that page. I would take that to school with me.
Yep.
It would just be like, oh man, who y'all like, man? I don't like better, man. I like that 225. They suck.
Especially with baseball, dog. Hey, and don't forget what is it? This is baseball. What was it called on Saturday morning?
This Week in Baseball.
This Week in Baseball, dog. What?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Baseball. Like I knew all the players. They stats. It was just.
No, we would get the VCR tape of NFL films.
Right. Oh my God, bruh. Don't even get on NFL films, dog. Like, you know, it's funny you say that. I seen the guy. Me at this age, I didn't cover everything. I didn't cover Super Bowls. I didn't cover all of this. I'm at the Falcons game. I seen this guy, and he had an NFL films. No, I was in Denver, and he had an NFL films. I was like, wow. I said, bro,
you got the best job in the world.
How does it feel to be with NFL films? He's like, yeah, I mean, it's cool, man. Yeah, it's a dream. Like, dude, this is a dream come true. But NFL films, like, bro, that's what it was. Like, I said I was gonna work for NFL films. Like, if I was gonna play in the league, I'm working for NFL films. Like, it was the best job in the world, man. But all right, man, we're gonna let y'all go, man. We're gonna you ain't hold on. Hey, you ain't lying, dog. Look at that. What? Base, when this came out, though.
Lamar Rashad had the best job in the world because he had access to Michael Jordan 24/7.
24/7, dog. And that inside the NBA was hip. They were funny. Remember him and Willow Bay? I remember him and Willow Bay in the beginning.
Willow Bay.
couldn't wait to get up in the morning and watch that, dog. Just Saturday mornings, man. It was.
Yeah, man. That
Oh,
was
yeah.
the closest. That was the closest I was gonna get to Jordan.
Right. Yeah, you're right. Because listening to games on the radio is you ain't lying, bro.
I still listen to games on the radio. The beauty of all this technology now, you can get like if you got the tune in app, you can listen to every game around the country. Man, baseball. So I mean, I can click on, I can listen to whoever, Mets,
Yeah.
NFL, or like you got the iHeart, Odyssey app. You can listen to sports talk radio shows in every city. It's crazy. I like that. So one of my guilty pleasures is like when a team lose, I go to that. I go to like Cleveland. Oh my God. Doing while Deshaun was losing, Cleveland radio every Monday morning.
Tearing them up, huh?
Oh, it was just so crazy, man. Like
Tearing them up.
I like technology. Thank God for technology now, but
Yeah, because you can listen to all that, right?
Our imaginations had to. Yeah, we grew up in a special time, dog.
Because like you said, just imagine it.
Y'all get out of here. Like if I had Google in high school, I've been valedictorian.
Yep.
Now we had to go to the encyclopedia to do some research. Man, I mean, they ain't got to leave the house. They can sit here and be like, "Oh, I got a project due tomorrow."
Right.
Cut, paste.
Right. That's why I was telling my daughter, like, and you struggling with this? We had to bring in books and read and had to find it. We couldn't just put in a word. We had to index and all that, and getting frustrated. Yeah. But yeah, man, like just thinking about it with baseball, and you listen to the game, and you like, I remember Ozzie Smith hit that home run, and I'll never forget. Cousin know what I'm talking about, and I remember swinging Ozzie, and he hits one, go back. Oh, is it? Get out of here! Get out of here! You like, and you just, it's go, man. What? Or don't be on the other side of when they hit a home run, but just imagine you seeing the ball travel, you're like, dang, is he gonna catch it? Is he gonna?
You can see it, yeah, man.
You can see it, dog. Baseball cards, like I said, baseball cards, all that. But I aged up. I aged, dog. Our generation.
A Dewey Decimal System. You can go to the library, pull out that thing. Oh, the book is located in
Dewey Decimal System. Right.
It's in fiction. 1 point.
1 point, right. Like Dewey Decimal System. Wow. You ain't lying. Wow. Oh man. Good old days. But all right, y'all. We're gonna let y'all go. Yeah, cause the backflip, the highlights, and yeah, man. Like look, this last thing I promise. Or that time, the first time I heard on the news at post game with the Braves, and I heard Andrew Jones start talking. I'm like, I just knew that joke was from Decatur, dog. Like, bro, when I heard Andrew Jones start talking, I'm like, what? This joker can't speak English, bro. I just knew he was black, dog. Just straight from Decatur, dog. But anyway, all right, y'all, man. It was definitely fun, bro. We had a good time. Good time today, man. Some good stuff.
Good stuff, man.
But, hey, y'all hear this music? You already know what it means. It's time to let you go. Let you really have a stay focused. One of them. First of all, we thank Almighty God for giving me this platform to do what I do, say what I say, make you all mad, upset, happy, want to give me the stop it button. God, I appreciate it. Also, want to give a shout out to my guy, Mace. Appreciate you, dog. Hey, what you got to say, bro? Anything you want to say?
Man, let me tell you something. Love life, man. Love life, man. The holidays. Y'all, it's almost 2025, man. Close this bit out strong. Close this bit out strong, y'all. Let's go. Let's go.
But, yeah, tell your wife I said I do remember the Bears song in '85. Yeah, tell your wife I remember that. That's my cousin too, y'all. That's my cousin. Juan is my husband, as you know, but Juan cuz, dog. You know what I'm saying? So I say my first cousin, his wife, even though this is my first cousin. But anyway, I know she mad at me. Shout out to Raquel. But also, man, shout out to everyone who listens to the show, man. Shout out. We're going to listen to a podcast. Shout out to people that was in the chat. My guy, Antoine. Shout out to Cuz, Juan. Shout out to Marlon. Also, man, I want to give a shout out to my lovely children, my nieces, nephews, uncles, aunties, brothers, sisters, play cousins, grandparents. Hey, make sure you love them, family. Let family know that you love them. Love them while they can still feel it. Love them while they still alive.
Hey, big facts.
Enjoy sports, man. You got basketball. You got college basketball. Enjoy these football games. It's about to be over, y'all. But hey,
week 14, dog.
Week 14, dog. And then with college, we got championship games. Hey, man, I'm telling y'all, got hockey, all of that. But hey, also, Juan, before you go up, Juan, I hated Bob Probert I hated the Detroit Red Wings hockey. I hated them jokers. It was too good. I hated Detroit. I was a Blues fan and a Blackhawks, but I hated Detroit. Bob Probert and Eiserman and Fedorov and all them jokers. Anyway, man. Hey, next week, same time, same show. My jersey, same sports nonsense. Jerseys are fine. When you miss me, I'm out. Peace.